What do you think of the November proposed start date?
I was actually kind of shocked when I saw that go across Twitter. I haven't given it much thought because at this moment I'm just still seeking transparency and the next step. And I'm not sure if that information is valid because, again, we have not heard from the Big Ten.
How frustrating is that, though? Because, you're dealing with Ohio State. Ohio State is trying to get answers, and you can't get in. I mean, they can't. They don't have. I assume they don't have anything to give you.
Right. Absolutely. It's very frustrating, and each day it actually gets worse. You would think that it would get better, but it has not. It continues to fester each and every day because we deserve an answer. Our coaches deserve an answer. Gene Smith deserves an answer, and so that's the part that's very frustrating. I feel it's very disrespectful to not respond to our request as to why. I feel it's very simple to understand why. And so I feel very disrespected.
What did you think of the letter?
I said if he does the right thing.
I was disappointed in a nice way. I was very disappointed. And two, there was several things, but the one thing that stood out to me is that he said ongoing communication. There has been no communication. There hasn't been anything. So I'm a little concerned about that, and I'm still trying to understand why they're withholding information. So I'm beginning to think, are they hiding something? So I'm just wondering about that.
Well, and then when the Big Ten's attorney says there would be incredible damage of the Nebraska players being given access to that kind of information, what does that tell you?
Yeah, I'm baffled, but I even found more upsetting is that they said 8 players. When I last checked, it was more than 8 players being affected by this in the Big Ten conference decision.
Well, especially when it's 10 or 12 presidents making the decision. So, what's the difference between 8 and 12 if we're talking about numbers?
Absolutely, I agree with that.
And so, now what?
That's what we want to know. What is the next step? And again, like I shared before, that I have taught both my children, Paris and Sydney, not to just come with me with a problem, but a possible solution. They never gave a solution to our coaches, to Gene Smith, or to us. So now our kids are left in limbo because we don't know what the next step is. But one thing I can say about Ohio State is that they continue the health protocol with the boys. They're still getting tested for COVID. They're still maintaining social distancing. So Ohio State is doing everything that they have committed to doing. So right now, what is the Big Ten's conference commitment to our boys?
And the mention of the group text with the parents, I guess how much does that help you? How much, just to know that you are not alone in dealing with this?
It's very refreshing to know that we're not alone, and there's power in numbers. So the more that we come together and we're unified to show that we want this for all our boys, not just our boys here at Ohio State, but we want this for Nebraska, we want this for Iowa, we want this for the team up north. So it's not just about our sons, but it's for all our sons.
Thank you very much.
All right. It was